Your stomach wakes before the sun does. And the first thing your body feels is not time, but emptiness. There is no breakfast waiting for you, no warm plate, no cupboard, and no promise that food comes soon. The camp is quiet, but hunger is already speaking, pulling your attention toward the dark edge of dawn. Nobody asks what time you eat, because time does not feed your body. The landscape does that today. Before farming, your ancestors did not live by breakfast, lunch, and dinner as fixed daily rules. They lived by weather, ripeness, animal movement, tired legs, lucky finds, and the memory of yesterday's hunger. Your body feels this uncertainty before your mind can name it, because hunger used to be information. A growling stomach could mean move now, search farther, dig harder, or wait for someone else's luck. Modern meals arrive on schedules, but your ancient body was shaped by days that refused schedules completely. Some mornings brought fruit, roots, honey, or meat. Other mornings brought only walking and dry air. That does not mean your ancestors starved every day, but it means certainty was never guaranteed. A meal was not a clock event. It was an opportunity caught before it moved, spoiled, or disappeared. So your first question is simple. How does a human survive when the day begins empty? The answer starts before tools, before fire, before sharing, inside the way hunger guides your attention. To understand that ancient alarm, you must leave the meal clock behind and follow the search. Breakfast feels normal now, but for your ancestors, morning did not automatically mean food entered the body early. Morning meant checking the air, the tracks, the bushes, the children, and yesterday's leftovers, if any remained nearby. Lunch feels like a pause today, but ancient midday could mean heat, walking, digging, or nothing useful yet. Dinner feels like an ending, but this evening feels like relief. Or perhaps disappointment, but we have this. The three-meal pattern belongs to culture, work, farming, cities, kitchens, and clocks, not deep human biology itself alone. Your ancestors ate when food appeared, when food returned to camp, or when someone shared a lucky find there. Sometimes that meant small bites through the day, not one beautiful plate set in front of you alone. Sometimes it meant wading through hunger, because fruit was gone and animals had moved beyond easy reach again. The Hadza today are not living fossils, but their foraging shows how flexible eating can be seasonally too. Researchers often describe Hadza foods through tubers, berries, meat, baobab, and honey, changing with season across the year. That comparison matters because it breaks the modern myth that ancient eating had one clean daily pattern everywhere. Your ancestors' meal may be a root dug from dirt, a handful of berries, or shared meat later. It may arrive early, late, in pieces, or not enough to satisfy everyone at once inside camp today. Hunger teaches patience, but it also teaches urgency, because waiting too long can weaken your next search badly. So the clock disappears, and the real menu appears beneath your feet, above your head, and beyond camp. The landscape is not scenery for your ancestors. It is the menu, storage room, warning system, and map. A berry bush can mean sweetness today, but only if birds, insects, or other hands arrived later. A root patch can look boring, yet it may save your body when better foods vanish. Honey can be precious because sweetness was once rare, risky, and packed with energy your body remembers. Meat can feed many people, but it does not appear just because your stomach wants it. Shellfish near water may offer food, but tides, sharp rocks, and distance decide the cost. Seeds and nuts can matter too, especially when hands, teeth, stones, and patience turn hardness into calories. Marrow hidden inside bone can become a second chance after meat, if tools and timing allow it. Nothing on this menu is guaranteed, because every food has a season, risk, effort, or rival nearby. Your ancestor learns by watching where plants return, where animals pass, and where water keeps life moving. This knowledge is not written down. It lives in feet, memory, stories, scars, and repeated hunger. The red berries on this bush are good. We leave the ones on this bush alone.
Good berries.
An elder remembers where roots stayed alive during dry days, when brighter foods failed the group. The menu is wide, but it is also stubborn, because the world gives food on its own terms. And every item on that ancient menu asks the same question: will the calories be worth the cost today? Food is never free, when your body must spend energy before receiving energy back from the world outside. Walking costs calories before a single root, berry, shell, egg, or animal track becomes useful to your body. Digging costs strength, especially when the ground is hard and the food underneath is small for your hands. Climbing for honey may reward your body, but stings, falls, and angry insects make sweetness dangerous very quickly. Tracking animals can become hours of hope, with no guarantee that hope turns into meat for camp tonight. Carrying food back to camp also costs energy, especially when the sun, distance, and fear follow you home. Even sitting and waiting has a cost, because hunger grows while better options may disappear elsewhere without warning. This is why your ancestors cannot simply chase every signal. They must judge which chance deserves effort today. A bird call, fresh track, broken branch, or smell can become a decision inside your body very quickly. Move toward the wrong signal, and the day grows longer while your stomach becomes louder with every step. Ignore the right signal, and food may vanish before your group understands what was missed from that chance. Foraging includes knowledge, movement, and sharing over time together. James Sussman later emphasized that hunter-gatherer life cannot be measured only by modern work habits or clocks alone. These comparisons must be careful, but they remind you that food search is skilled labor, not wandering randomly. The search costs energy, so survival needs backup plans when the best foods fail before evening comes again. Fallback food is the food your body respects after the exciting foods disappear from the day completely. A tough tuber may not feel glorious, but it can keep hunger from becoming danger today. Roots hidden under dirt can matter because they stay when fruit, honey, and animals move elsewhere. Hard seeds or nuts may demand cracking, grinding, chewing, and patience before they return useful energy. Leftovers can matter too, because survival does not care whether food looks impressive to modern eyes. The body wants easy calories, but the ancient world often gives difficult calories instead. That difficulty shapes skill: where to dig, when to climb, what to ignore, and when to return. Your ancestor may come back with little, but little can still matter inside a hungry camp. A child may eat berries gathered while playing, turning small discoveries into real survival practice. A tired adult may chew a stubborn root because tomorrow's search requires strength from somewhere first. Fallback foods prove that ancient eating was not romance. It was negotiation with the possible. Archaeological plant evidence, including sites like Tafaralt, warns against imagining only meat on ancient plates. But every site is local, so the safest story is diversity, not one universal ancient diet. When backup foods are not enough, Your ancestors need something stronger than luck. They need each other. Sharing turns one person's success into group survival, especially when tomorrow may punish a different body. If your ancestor finds honey, others notice, because sweetness can carry more than pleasure through camp. If a hunter returns with meat, the food may move through hands before every stomach is full. If gatherers return with roots, children and elders may eat because someone else spent energy first. This is not simple kindness. It is insurance inside a world where luck changes owners quickly. Today you share. Tomorrow you may need someone else's berries, meat, honey, or memory. Food sharing also creates reputation, because hungry people remember who hides food and who helps. The stories around the fire strengthen our bonds. We share memories, and we become closer as a group. Around fire, food is not only calories, it becomes information, trust, warning, and belonging. A shared meal can calm children, reward effort, repair tension, and prepare the next search. But sharing also creates pressure, because everyone can see who returns, who eats, and who refuses. Your ancestor lives inside this social hunger, where an empty hand can still belong to the group. The group absorbs failure better than one body alone, and that may be the deeper meal schedule. Not breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but find, return, share, remember, sleep, and search again. Once you understand sharing, modern hunger starts to look less private than it first appears. Your body still reacts to hunger as if uncertainty matters, because for most ancestors, it did. A missed meal today may feel dramatic because an ancient signal does not know your refrigerator exists. Sweetness can feel urgent because honey, ripe fruit, and rare sugars once appeared unpredictably in the wild. Fat can feel powerful because dense energy helped bodies keep moving when the next chance was unclear. Salt can feel important too, depending on environment, because minerals were not always easy to replace. Your cravings are not proof of weakness. They are old signals meeting a world of constant access. Modern snacks arrive without walking, digging, climbing, tracking, carrying, or sharing under pressure. That mismatch can confuse your body because ancient urgency now meets shelves, screens, kitchens, and ads. Your brain may ask for quick energy long after the ancient danger has disappeared from your day. The signal is real, but the world around the signal has changed almost beyond recognition. That is why understanding the past can give you distance from hunger without shaming your body. A craving can become information, not an order you must obey before thinking clearly. Your ancestor needed attention fast. Your modern body needs attention plus pause before choosing. The ancient lesson is not to fear hunger, but to understand what hunger is trying to protect. And that understanding prepares the final mirror. The meal clock is new, but your body is old. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner feel permanent, but they are young compared with the age of your body. Farming, storage, kitchens, labor schedules, schools, factories, and clocks helped organize food into predictable times. That structure can help you, but it can also hide how flexible human eating once was. Your ancestors did not fail because they lacked meal times. They survived by reading opportunity. They watched seasons, remembered places, trusted signals, shared luck, and carried hunger without pretending it was harmless. They ate roots when roots were possible, honey when honey was found, meat when meat returned. They did not need one perfect diet. They needed enough ways to survive changing days. The real ancient meal was not breakfast or dinner, but a relationship with uncertainty itself. That relationship still lives inside your stomach when a delayed meal feels larger than logic. It lives inside your attention when smell, sweetness, and fat pull your mind before thought. It lives inside your relief when food finally appears and your body believes tomorrow is safer. So the past does not tell you to copy one ancient menu or worship one modern diet. It tells you that your body was shaped by search, sharing, patience, and sudden opportunity. At the beginning, your stomach woke before the sun did, and that hunger sounded like panic. By the end, you understand the alarm. It was your ancient body asking whether today would feed you.